Living the life. Living the life. Living the life. Living the life.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Living the Life on Thursday.
Yes.
With Basit Khan.
And Atif Nawaz. Thank you, Atif Nawaz, for joining us. And you for joining us. Because we've got some amazing guests lined up today, as we always do.
That's right, it's Thursday. We've got a special show. We've got stories from around the world.
Yeah.
Like I always tell you, every day, get that passport ready.
Absolutely.
No visas required. And today, because it's a special Thursday, we're going to give you a live music performance at the end of the show as well. So look out for that.
I know, exciting stuff,
Time.
You know, our first guest is a musical talent. And the debut album is here with us in the studio.
That's right, it's right
in the
here.
studio. There
you know what?
go.
Check it out. I've got it right here. Looks interesting.
Heaven
actually.
and Earth.
Heaven and Earth, it's called. It's got some great looking tracks on there, so I can't wait to ask the brother about some of these. It's fantastic. Let's get into our first guest.
Let's get into our first guest. Let's introduce our first guest. He is, in fact, a Nasheed artist who started out honing his craft by working with other artists and producers, and he was even part of a 9-piece tribute band celebrating the music of Stevie Wonder, one of my favourites. Now, after a visit to Mecca in 2003, he renewed his journey as a solo artist. He had come all the way from Manchester today to be with us. Please welcome to the show, Naem Mirza. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Naem. Thank you so much for coming on the show. What a pleasure to have you. And hey, this is great. It's very exciting. You've got an album. We're going to talk all about that. But tell us how you transitioned from like a 9-piece band. Tell us a little bit about the 9-piece band that you were in. Stevie Wonder covers.
Actually, a 16-piece band.
16-piece band.
Yeah.
Even
Wow.
bigger.
Yeah, we did a tribute show around Lowry Centre, around the Northwest, and a lead vocal tribute to Stevie Wonder.
What's your favourite Stevie Wonder track?
Overjoyed. Lately.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think I like Superstition. Do you know Is that
Yeah,
Stevie Wonder?
That is my favourite.
Superstition.
Yeah.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though. So in a 16-piece band, I beg your pardon,
Yeah.
you know, you're playing your part and you're learning your musical craft and everything like that.
Yes.
How did the transition begin? Obviously, you went for Umrah in 2003.
Yeah.
And, like, what was going through your mind? Talk us through the transition in your mind.
Sure. The transition was quite a personal journey for me. And when I went there, I just took in as much spirituality there, and I felt as one, and I felt very comfortable, and everything started coming back to me, reflection of why I'm here in the world, what's my message, what is my talent for, and so everything became still for me, and I knew what I wanted when I came back. I knew that this was something given to me as a talent, so I used the talent in a good way, and funny enough, when I came back, the band split. And
wow.
So
all six people went there 16 different ways.
They all went their own way.
Wow.
So I thought maybe this is a sign for me to now do something new. Yeah.
But that's an interesting point, because I'm thinking about inspiration here. So obviously, when you were part of the 16-member band, you know, I'm guessing Stevie Wonder would have been inspiration. That's why you're kind of being a tribute band to him. But obviously, you've gone for Umrah. So
Umrah and Hajj.
Umrah and Hajj. So what were who have been the different kind of inspirations for you in this journey?
Well, I listened to Motown. I listened to Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder, of course, Aretha Franklin, Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan.
Oh, of course,
I was thinking it was very legend. It was all soulful and R&B, and then like you came back with the
Muhammad Rafi.
Yeah.
You know, we listened to Sabri Brothers. And then I like James Brown, I like Prince, I like Michael Jackson, I like all these different flavours. And I just took a little bit from everyone and just put it into my machine.
It seems like it's very soulful and very spiritual type of music there. That's kind of influenced you, really, isn't it?
Something for everybody.
Yeah.
Something on there for everyone. Yeah.
So tell us about. So you obviously got Heaven and Earth, which is your Nasheed album. Tell us a bit about this.
Heaven and Earth is again, it's a reflection on oneself and journey of life, and how we know that Allah is all aware, all seeing, and all knowing, and He's everywhere. And I wanted to give something now, not just for the Muslims, but the non-Muslims, and give them something with a mix, something new, and something, you know, on a different level where we can now branch out to different generations and give them something fresh
I can tell just looking at some of these titles as well. And here there's Liberty, there's Islam for You and Me. You know, that sounds like the kind of very inclusive title that kind of engages people. Did you write all the tracks yourself?
Yes, I wrote and produced and written all of them. Yeah, produced and written all of them.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
And what would you say is your style? Because obviously I'm thinking again that there's the whole array of people who influence you. But what would be the style? How would you classify it?
My style is it's a funky, traditional. R&B mixed with the traditional and funky thing.
Traditional and funky.
Yeah,
I like
but
that.
at the same time, every track I did was something when you listen to a track, you'll listen to it again. It's a hook. So I always wanted to have hooks, because you know, when you listen to good tracks, you always say, "I remember a good hook, a good track." So I made sure all the tracks I chose for this one was, you know, something people like to rewind again and listen to again. So
I tell you what,
something for everyone.
That's brilliant. I mean, we can't hear, and obviously you'll give us a little rendition a little bit later on in the show.
Inshallah.
But right now, it's time for our live music performance of the evening, singing the track Heaven and Earth from his debut album. It's Naem Mirza.
To Allah belongs the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. He is all hearing and all seeing and knowing. He sent us the seal of all prophets, and we follow his lead. He created us all to live with peace, love, and unity. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. 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 There's no God but Allah. He has power of all his creation. The giver of peace and tranquility. The giver of life everlasting. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. There's no God but Allah. La ilaha illallah. 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 There is no God but Allah. There is no God but Allah.